everyone, so today I wanted to show you how I made this 5x7 fold flat box card. Now I've seen a few fold flat box cards online, but I haven't found any that are 5x7 that fold down to 5x7, and I really wanted to do one because I do like a 5x7. So this, as it is now, folded flat, is 5 inches by 7 inches, so it would fit in an envelope for a 5x7 card. So all you do, open it up and you have this lovely kind of box in the middle. I've used obviously Antonio Makes, because his papers are gorgeous and they are the best thing at the moment that I am using. Like, I cannot get enough of them. So I've used the Bubbly Butterflies papers, and then these are the Pretty in Pink butterflies. Okay, this was a die that I got a while ago and I can't remember where it was from. I don't even know if I can find it, because I had a lady asking me for, a couple of ladies actually asking me to get them, and I couldn't get them, so I'm not sure what that's from. But anyway, so yeah, so this is what I've done. I haven't completely finished it. I still need to put on the back, I just need to put a matte and then a plain layer, so then you can write your message on the back. I have got some ideas for other versions of this, so they will be coming soon. I'll probably do a Christmas one, but I just love these butterflies. I love the fact you open it up, boom, and you get this gorgeous pink. Look at that butterfly. I mean, oh my goodness. Can it get any better than that? I really don't think it can. And as well, because these papers are so gorgeous, you just don't need that much decorating. Like, it's so easy. Yeah, so I'm really impressed with them. If you you're probably getting fed up of hearing me bang on about them, but anyway, just in case you haven't heard, head over to www.antoniomakes.com. Have a look at his digital kits. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. I know I've had a few comments of people saying, oh, I'm so jealous, you've got such gorgeous papers, I can't get them over here. If you have a computer, which you will have if you, or some kind of way of getting on the internet, which you clearly have, otherwise you wouldn't be watching me, then you can access these digital kits. If you don't have a printer, which I know some people don't have, you can order laser printed colour copies online or from local shops. I know quite a lot of, post offices, things like that, even art and craft shops do that kind of thing. So you can get things printed out. So just obviously work out what you want from your digital kit and then go to the shop and say, please, can you print me out, I don't know, 4 sheets of this, 2 sheets of that, whatever. They're relatively inexpensive. And to be honest, I think compared with what you would pay for a pad of paper, you're going to be comparable, if I'm honest. And the beauty of the digital kits is you get to print out what you want. So they are beautiful. They are beautiful. If you've got an inkjet printer, you can print them out on that, but it is quite ink heavy, so I would just be cautious on that. I mean, for a laser, it's sort of ink heavy, but the quality of a laser printer, it comes out way better. So anyway, so head over there and don't forget to use my code, which is Louise10. Don't forget to use that and you'll get 10% off. He's also got VIP memberships over there as well, which is £45 for the whole year. If you use my code, you can get them for £40.50. And that means you get an exclusive kit every month, which is exclusive to you guys. You can't get it anywhere else. And there's other offers on there. But check out my video. I did a little video about Antonio Makes and the VIP memberships. I'll try and link it up here if I can. It'll be in the description below anyway. Yeah, and check those out and see what you can do. But anyway, let's get into this card. Okay, so for this card you're going to need, the base is going to be a 12 by 12. Okay, and you're going to score at 1 inch, 3.5. You're going to make a little mark at 6. You're not actually going to score, you're just going to make a mark at 6. We're going to make a mark at the bottom at 6 in a minute. 8.5 and 11. Okay, and then I'm just going to turn this over. Just make another little mark at the bottom at 6. Okay, so that's your scoring done on that side. Then we're going to turn it one turn, like this way round. So we're now scoring on the other edge. And we're going to score at 2.5 and at 9.5. Okay, so that's all we need to do on the scoreboard. So with it this way round, so the way you had it originally, with your 6-inch mark at the top and the bottom, what you want to do is you're going to get a cork board and a scoring tool and a scorer, and you're going to go from that 6-inch mark down to this corner here where you've got this cross. Okay, so we're going to just score, and just make sure you don't overshoot that 6-inch mark, because it will cause you problems later if you do. Then we're going to come over this side and do the same again. So from that cross up to your 6-inch mark. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. We're going to repeat that again on the bottom. So if you want, you can turn your page round, or you can just go ahead and do what I'm doing and just do it from the bottom. So we're going to score down there, then go from the cross and then score down. So you end up with that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to cut a few pieces out. So you can either do this on a trimmer if you've got a paper trimmer, or you can just do it with scissors. I'm going to just do it with scissors because I think it's going to end up being a bit easier. So on this piece here, what we want to do is if we turn it round, so our two little triangle pieces are on the sides rather than being top and bottom, you're going to cut down this score line here, the first one, so the 2.5 one and the 9.5, and you're going to cut past the first line to the second score line. So we're going to cut from here, we're going to cut straight down like that. We're going to do the same here, and then we're going to turn it round and we're going to repeat it on this side and this side. Okay, so if we turn it back around again, so we've got the little triangles at the top, and then what you're going to do is I'm actually going to put tape on and then cut it. So basically what you want is this whole section here, most of that section is coming off, but you do need a tab either side. So what I'm going to do, instead of just guessing it or measuring it or whatever, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put tape on this section now. So I'm just going to put a bit of tape on here like this, and it's right by that crease line there, that score line. So we're going to do the same here and the same at the bottom as well. Okay, so you should end up with that. Okay, so you've got your red tape. So now what you want to do is just trim down the outside of that red tape like that. Try not to cut into your other layer like I've just done there. So these are going to be your tabs. It doesn't matter too much if they're not completely straight. Just get them as straight as you can. If you want them to be completely straight, then obviously you can use a trimmer, you can, you know, do whatever. So I'm just going to cut down there. Okay, and then I'm just going to miter these edges to make them more like a tab. Because I've already put my tape on, it just makes it easier then for I haven't got to, you know, I'm not mitering edges and then putting tape on. Okay, so you should end up with that hopefully. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fold in. So I'm going to fold these in, and I probably should have scored on the other side, but it doesn't matter, it's fine. And then we're going to do the same here and fold this in. Okay, so now we're going to fold this in, and this piece is going to go out. So we're just going to fold these. This little 1-inch section is going to fold out on both sides. Excuse me turning it around, just need to be able to get to it properly. Okay, so you should end up with that hopefully. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the top section. If you fold that flap down, you're going to fold this diagonal piece up like that, and the same with this one here, a bit like making a paper aeroplane, if you've ever done that. Okay, so these should be at a right angle and meet in the middle. And I've just realised that I've actually put my tape on the wrong side, but that's fine because what I can do is I can just flip this over and I'm going to use this side. So let me just readjust my tabs. So I've actually done that wrong, but that's what happens when you're not all there. So let's just refold all our lines. Hopefully when I'm editing this, I will put a caption up so that you won't make the same mistake as me if you're crafting along with me. Okay, so there we go. So then what you want to do is bring these tabs down, because now that tape should be there. That tape should be there. Okay, so that's what you want to see. Okay, so if I turn this round, we'll do it again. So this whole flap goes down. We fold up the diagonal line, making sure it's nice and square. If you've sort of scored it not quite right, now is the time to correct it. And then this one's going to go up. They really want to meet in the middle, like that. Then we're going to fold these little tabs down and this little tab down like that. Now, before we actually make it stick together, we're going to go ahead and add our mats and layers. So in the middle, you need a mat piece that is 4 3/4. Let me just move these bits out of the way. 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. It's going to go in there. And a pattern piece is 4.5 by 6.5. And that's going to go in the middle there. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that middle piece down. Okay, so now the next thing you want to do, but I'm going to tell you about the doors first before we get onto the mat and patterns for here, because you need extras and it won't make sense if you haven't added the extra bit on. Right, so this bit here needs to fold over and that bit folds back. Now if you want to, you can leave it like that, but I wanted to put a door on it, so I've actually cut another piece out, which is this piece here, and that's going to go on the top like that. So I'm just going to get some red tape. You can use wet glue if you want to, and I'm going to put some red tape on here. I'm going to put 2 lines because it's 1 inch wide and my tape's only 1/2 inch. And then we're also going to fold this in and we're going to repeat the process on there. So both of these little 1 inch lapels both have red tape on them. Okay, so you should end up with 2 lots of tape. So you need 2 pieces of your base card, which are 2.5 inches by 7 inches. And these are going to stick on there, one on there like that, and the other one on the other side like that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so you should end up with that. Now, as you probably noticed, I've gone and I actually didn't turn that round, but it's fine. It is what it is. Now my cat wants some food, but she's going to have to wait because I've literally just fed her. So then what you're going to need is you're going to need 4 mat layers that are 2 1/4 by 6 3/4. And they are going to go on here, and there. And then you want 4 pattern pieces that are 2 inches by 6.5. So I'm going to go ahead now, stick my pattern onto my mat, and then stick them all into place. Okay, so you probably saw me stick this panel down and then suddenly tear it off again. It's because I suddenly realised we need to not put those on yet, because we need to stick the box together as a box. So I've just peeled that off. I'll hopefully have left a caption to let you know in advance in case you're crafting along. That's not what you need to do. Okay, so what you actually need to do before you stick these 2 panels down is you need to bring this flap down, bring those corners up, and then we'll do one side at a time, and then bring this one flap down. I'm going to peel the backing off there, and then I'm going to fold this over and stick it down. Okay, so when you open it, you get that part there. I'm going to do the same with this bit. Fold that down, fold the triangle up, fold the flap down, and then peel the backing off your tape, and then fold this whole section in and stick it down. So that gives you half of your card. Then we're going to do, if you want to, you can now stick this panel in. I'm going to do that actually, I think, because I think it'll probably be a bit easier to stick it in now rather than sticking it in afterwards. I'm going to go to tape rather than glue, just because I kind of want it to stick straight away. I don't want it to worry about it falling off. And since I'm not using Yoo-hoo, I really do want to make sure it definitely sticks into place. Okay, so I've stuck that panel in. So we're now going to repeat the process with this one. So if we just fold this bit down, fold that up, and then we're just going to do this side. Now if you want to, you can do both at the same time. I think I might for this one, because I feel like it's going to be a bit tricky if we don't do it at the same time. So I'm going to take the backing off both, hold them both down, bring this over, and then very carefully stick them down. There we go. So when you open it up, there's your box. Okay, so now I'm going to put the other panel in here, the one that I started to glue and then stopped. So I'm just going to add some tape and stick that down. Okay, so I've cut out, I'll just cut out a couple of butterflies for now. I'm going to add some more, but I'm going to cut this one. This is from the, I think this was the Pretty in Pink collection from Antonio Makes. How beautiful is this butterfly? Oh my goodness. So I'm going to just curl the wings a little bit, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it on a little bit of acetate and attach it over this side here, just so then it can sit, when it's shut, it can sit in the middle of the card, but obviously then when you open it, it stays attached to one side, and then I'm going to have the greeting in the middle. I did think about putting this in the middle there, but I'm not going to do that. Now one thing I did think about, which I haven't done, is you could actually do a top folding card in the middle, so you can actually lift that up and write your message on the inside. But I think with mine, I'll just have to do it so that I put a matte and a white piece on the back and do your message on the back. So I think that's what I'll have to do with this one. So yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish it off, and I'll come back to you in a minute when I've finished it off. Okay, so I just went ahead and added a big butterfly in the middle there, which I hope you can see. Got the sunlight creeping in here. I don't want to shut my curtains because it'll affect the light. So anyway, I just went ahead and added a big butterfly in the middle that I fussy cut out. And then I also added a happy birthday at the top here, and then a couple of little, well, 3 little butterflies. And so when it folds down, it's like that. You can do it with a belly band on it, but I'm not a big fan of belly bands. So I probably should have moved him over a bit so he didn't clash with the happy birthday. But never mind, it doesn't matter. Or move the happy birthday over, that would have been probably a better idea. But yeah, so then when it opens up, you've got that lovely butterfly in the middle. And then all I've got to do, that's left to do, is, as I said, add the mat at the back, which would be a 4 3/4 by 6 3/4 mat with a 4 1/2 by 6 1/2 white piece of card. And then that's where you can write your message. So that's the 5x7 fold flat box card. So I hope you liked it. I have another idea for another variation on this, so that will be coming soon, so stay tuned. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today. Please like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and we will see you next time. Bye.